Hi all, welcome back. Today we are going to see to check how we can restrict the result with a drop down of list. At times there are necessaries, there are some situations wherein you need to give the work to somebody else, but you also want that the result that is displayed should be restricted with few number of values. Like in case of mine, what I want is that this is a simple Excel file. I'm having thousand and thousand of record. I need to distribute this thousand record to my 10 employees, and each will be updating this thousand of records, making it a 10,000 of record in total. And then I need to put up a VLOOKUP or something to actually find out what is the output. Now for that, what I need the result to be consistent. I need only few values which should be selected here, because when I will put up a VLOOKUP or when I will put up a pivot table, I can see the summary, which is very simple to understand. Now if that doesn't make sense, things will not be in a very correct format. Now in order to do so, put up a list and restrict the result, the steps we need to follow are this. You should go somewhere in your Excel. In my case, I normally prefer to go to the last column. That normally what I do is I press Control and right arrow key, and then I press Control and down arrow key to go at the bottom. So it is the last column of your cell, which normally does not get deleted unless and until specified. Or you can do is you can create a list in some other sheet, maybe sheet number 2 and sheet number 3, and we can take a reference from there. So here first I will jot down the output which I require. So I require the output like interested, 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 not interested, INTERESTED, not interested, wrong number, not connected, and busy, call later. So maybe these 5 options I want to put up into my these 5 items I want to put up into my options. Now what I will do first is I will just select all the cells, maybe a more 1 or 2 cells at the bottom. I will keep it empty. Why? Because in case of if I want to add more items to this list, I do not need to change anything. I just need to come here and type the items over here, and that will be added to the list. So that is a future planning. So once I select the total area which I want to make a list, then what I will do is I will give it a name. Let's say list option, OPTION. Done. So I just gave it a name. So now my cell is ready, wherein it says that it is a list option kind of thing. Now I just want to increase so that it is more visible to you. Now again there is some more options over here, so I will remove this. So I am already rest out of these options. So I go back to my data input area, where I basically want to input the values. Now here I will choose the all the cells where I need to get the results. Once I choose all the result area which needs to be selected by my subordinates, now I go to my data section, and in data section I click on data validation. On data validation I click on again data validation, and here in the data validation section, in the setting tab, I click list, because I want a list. There are some options like ignore blank and in cell drop down. We will learn about this later. So just click list, and here in source either you need to mention the name of your options which you have written somewhere. In my case it is OPT list, if I am not wrong. Or if you do not remember the name, what you can do, you can directly click on this, write down cells, and you can go to an area where you have your options written, and then select the area and then click on this red button. It will automatically take it, either the name will be taken or the area will be taken. It all automatically displays list option. Why? Because I have already created a list, a range of cells, and given it a name, so it took that name, and I say okay. So I am done with it, my list is ready. See, now if I'm going here, I mean, if I'm saving this worksheet and sending it to my subordinates to change. So what the subordinates can do, they can choose one column here, whatever may be. Getting my point? Now if you want to write something, now see here, if they are writing something, it is being taken up. So we can even restrict this. We can say no, that only the values which is there has to be chosen, no other value can be there. So for that, what we can do is we can again select the list, we can go to data validation part, and here we have already done. Here I have click and I will deselect this, that don't ignore blank, and we will deselect this also. And then if you want to show an error, you just click on this show an error, and you need to just show an error if something wrong has been inputted. And this is again an optional. If you want to do it, you can do it. If you want to leave it, you can leave it. Ignore if select a value, SELEC, select a value. Okay. So in the style, there are two styles. You can show this warning style, you can show this information style, you can show this stop style, and I'm done with it. Now see what I have done. Now it is taking, now it has removed that stuff. The drop down has been removed, but the numbers is there. Now I again want to get my drop down back. Data validation, setting in cell drop down. Okay, so now it will automatically come and it will be given as a drop down stuff, so nothing could be done. Now see, if I input a wrong value into it which is not there into the list, and then I press enter, it will not take, it will say select a value. I may change this name, this message to select a value from the list to be more specific, so that things are more clear. So again, select the whole range where you have allowed the data to be entered. Go to data validation, and here in error message just say select a value from the list. Okay, now we are done. Now again, if I will say something, it will say select the value from the list. Select retry, choose a value. Either you can write it or you can choose it. Now here, in what you are doing, you are just ensuring that the data is very integrated. When thousands and thousands of results are coming to you, you can simply combine it all and create a pivot table kind of thing to know the summary. So this is it for now. Take care. We will meet again.